I am just like your average teenager. Every time I'm forced to learn something in school, I always get bored and say something along the lines of, when am I ever going to use this in the real world? If it wasn't for my parents constantly reminding me to stay on top of my schoolwork and making me take honors and AP classes, I'd probably be with all the other kids who don't give a fuck about high school and just sit on their phones all day during class. It's just that some of the things I learned in school I don't really care about because they're just flat out boring, especially things like math. Like, when in the world will I ever have to long divide a fucking polynomial? And when the fuck am I ever going to have to find the surface area of a sphere? But then on the other hand, the classes like English and human anatomy, I genuinely want to learn because they are things I'm actually going to use in future careers. These are classes that I'm actually learning valuable stuff in that I could use in the future. Things like rhetoric is something that I will think will be extremely beneficial in business, content creation, and writing. And learning how the body works is extremely important so I can keep myself healthy, and because I'm interested in pursuing a healthcare career path in college. But that's not the point I'm trying to make here. The main message of this video is that after realizing that I only find learning fun when it's something that genuinely interests me, I started to change the way I approach learning. I started to apply some pieces of advice that prevent me from burning out and getting frustrated. We only want to continue pursuing something when the challenges we face along the way are something that we'd enjoy solving. Like, some people want to spend hours of their day overcoming challenges and improving their skills in a sport like basketball because they want to. The only way for you to make progress in something, or want to make progress in something, is by actually wanting to do it. For example, I can pursue a sport like volleyball, but do I really want to? No, because it doesn't interest me. So how do you actually make something interesting to you? Well, to be honest, you can't. Forcing yourself to make something interesting to you isn't going to work. No matter how much I hear the benefits of going into the software development and computer science field, I just can't bring myself to learning it. And I mean, I don't want to completely write it off, but the point I'm trying to make is that your passions and interests isn't something that you can force upon yourself. The only way to find your passion and interest is to follow your genuine curiosities. You have to follow your purpose and you have to follow the good dopamine. However, there are some ways that you can manipulate yourself into liking something. One way that you can do this is by taking something that sparks even a little bit of curiosity in you and relate it to your goals and values. For example, if I were a normal person, I'd most likely not care about getting morning sunlight exposure and the science behind circadian rhythm. And I know this because I was once that normal person until I started to set a goal for myself to fix my sleep schedule, because I found myself sleeping at 2 in the morning on a school night. And I started to research how to fix your sleep schedule and make yourself fall asleep faster. And I began to learn the scientific reasoning behind sleep and why it should become a #1 priority in your lifestyle. And special thanks to Dr. Andrew Huberman, by the way, for changing my life. But the moment I learned the benefits of getting sunlight exposure in the morning, I instantly became interested in it. This is the same with every single thing I'm interested in right now. Every single little thing I'm interested in it because I related it to the goal of becoming a better version of myself. That is how I made self-improvement fun for me. Every single part of me that makes me who I am today is present because I made self-improvement and the good habits fun by relating it to the goals and values I have, which at the time and still are becoming a better version of myself and just living my best life. Before I did this, meditation wasn't fun, journaling wasn't fun, exercising wasn't fun, reading wasn't fun, and self-improvement in general just wasn't fun. The only fun I had was playing video games and scrolling on TikTok. But because I started to mature and set goals for myself, the goal-oriented psyche in me just automatically started to hunt for ways I could make progress in those goals. In other words, if you're trying to make yourself learn things like self-improvement, good habits, and all of that good stuff, the best way to make you want to learn and to do them is to make your psyche crave them. You have to make yourself want to do them. And you can do this by doing what we were talking about earlier, relating things you have to an eternal goal that you have. That goal can be something like retiring your parents, getting girls, making a fuck ton of money, or living your dream life, or just simply becoming a better version of yourself. And by relating everything you do to a big goal you have, your brain and body will automatically want to do those things because your psyche believes that by doing this thing, it will get you closer to your goal. Because humans are goal-oriented creatures, and everything we do is based on goals we set for ourselves. A second thing that you can do to enforce the desire of wanting to do something is learning the benefits of doing that thing. So, say if you want to start taking cold showers, learn the actual biological benefits of cold exposure. If you want to start fixing your sleep schedule, learn the actual biological benefits of having a consistent sleep schedule. Or if you want to start journaling, learn the actual psychological benefits of writing your thoughts down on a piece of paper. Basically, all you need to know is that you'll never want to do something if it doesn't give you something in return. And now you might be asking the question, how can I make school fun for me? Well, the same concept applies. Just relate everything you're doing in school to your goals and values. If you're on self-improvement, this is super easy. Literally just relate everything to improving yourself and your life. For example, say you have a bunch of homework. Cool, just think of it as a practice of prioritizing your most important task. You have to watch a 30-minute lecture? Awesome, just think of it as a way to practice your note-taking and listening skills. If you're doing a bunch of extracurricular activities, fantastic. Just think of it as a way to practice your time management skills. If you have a presentation during the first week of school, great. Think of it as a way to practice your public speaking skills. If your friends are offering you to do drugs, good. Use it as an opportunity to get used to saying no to the bad habits. If you're afraid to approach a girl that you like, perfect. Think of it as a way of overcoming your fears. Just relate everything that you do in school to just improving yourself. That way you would actually want to do it, or you would actually want to try hard in school. And so to summarize, after realizing that I only want to learn or do something when it's something that genuinely interests me, I realized that the only way to make myself do something is to make myself want to do it. And to make yourself interested in something, you can't force yourself to like it. You have to relate it to your goals because humans are goal-oriented creatures. And we only want to do something when we know that it will get us closer to our goals. However, there is a way that you can manipulate yourself into liking something. And that is to learn the benefits of doing that thing. So learning the benefits of something will make yourself want to pursue it because you're letting yourself know that you will get something positive in return of pursuing that thing. And that's everything for this video. I hope you found some sort of value in it. A link to a health education platform that I founded and that I'm trying to grow will be in the description, as well as my other socials. And the whole purpose of me making content is to just document my life's journey so that I could look back on it when I'm older and see how I used to think and act when I was younger. So basically, this is just one big old time capsule. So hello, future me and future viewers. And also because I just want to help people that are in similar situations as me. So if that's something that interests you, then follow my other socials, follow this account, follow my education platform, and I'll see you in the next one.